Cool, man. Very nice. So we have trained Atton into a Jedi. This is where Handmaiden would be. She's a Jedi. And Baodur is also a Jedi as well. That's kind of cool. I don't know how close I am to making Disciple a Jedi. Might need like a little bit more influence. Whether I get that in conversations, I don't know. But he's pretty close. We don't need to do anything with Visas because she's already a Jedi. So it's kind of just like Mira and Handmaiden, or not Handmaiden, Mira and Disciple, I think are the only ones that could be turned into Jedis. The droids, I'm pretty sure aren't. But yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know if I will make Mira into a Jedi or not. I think Mira is more like light side stuff. So I don't really want to take light side hits anymore. So I'll just have to not do that. Okay, let me go briefly check out Kreia. Because now that we have 15 intel, which actually I need to change into this robe, I can maybe ask about Visas' homeworld. Here, let's do a quick save. Let's do a hard save over something. Probably like over these things here, because I don't really need it. Oh wow, look at that transition. My guy's portrait, evil. Hey, remember when I was like not evil? Kind of interesting there. So we'll do this, and then we'll go talk to probably HK, I would say. And then maybe Mira for a little bit. Goto is kind of like, I don't know, I feel like Goto and Mira are kind of like meh for me. And maybe it's just because we're like so late into the game that I'm just not really interested. But I am more interested in probably Mira than I am Goto, because Goto's thing is kind of weird. But I'll talk about that if we ever get to it or after this. Let's see if I can do this Kreia thing real fast.
Yes. Have you come with questions?
Definitely want to ask her about like force and combat styles and stuff like that. But let's go through this real quick.
Ask, and I will answer.
What is there left for me to ask? Visas' homeworld is definitely something I want to ask. I think we've already asked that. All the Revan stuff, Atris we've done. We've already asked through that. What do you know of Visas' master? Ooh, that's a new one. And the crystal. So let's go back to the destruction of Visas' homeworld.
And?
Atton said her planet was wiped out, that it was the only colony of her people in the sector of the galaxy. There should be an intel check after this.
Did he? And what do you make of that?
Yep. Well, if her people all see through the Force, then maybe someone wanted to blind them?
The Mandalorians were right to respect you on the field of battle. The Jedi are gone, vanished. Now, an entire planet of Force sensitives wiped clean of life. And now this slice of the galaxy is blind. It is no coincidence. The two events are tied.
Someone wants this sector of the galaxy blind to the Force so they can move freely or strike without warning.
I fear you are right. And I fear it may prove more than that. War is a hunger. And there are spirits in the galaxy whose hunger is never satisfied. But there is little to be done about it now. Watch the seer carefully. She may reveal more.
Okay, so we can have other questions. Not really worth, I think, getting the intel or something like that. If you already have it, you already have it, you know. But, yeah, I don't really know. I had other questions.
Ask, and I will answer.
Let's see. What do you know of Visis's master?
He, if he can truly be called a man any longer, is one of the dark lords that pursues you. I do not think he knows what you are. Not yet. He spared the Miraluka, and that may have been the last shred of feeling that exists within him. Keep his slave close to you. I suspect there was a reason he spared her, and perhaps a reason that she survived when the rest of her people and the Jedi did not.
Yeah, I'm interested in that. Visis is not his slave, not any longer.
Entertain what illusions you will. I am too tired to argue them with you.
He is no longer a man? Should be able to ask all these.
One cannot have power of that magnitude that her master possesses and still think and perceive the universe as we do, as most of us do. I had hoped that you would not have to confront him, but her presence here has changed all that. You will have to meet him in battle. You must be prepared to sacrifice the blinded one. Perhaps her death will buy you the time you need to deal with her master.
I will never do such a thing. If that is what must be done for victory, then I will do so. Perhaps I can convince her to sacrifice herself. That would be a twin victory, I think. Dang, I could say that one. That one's a smart play. And then there's still these questions that I can ask, so hopefully I can ask those after this.
If you have such power, then I would make use of it. There is no need to dirty your hands when you can convince another to drive a blade into their own heart.
And I thought I was cold.
Oh, you have promise. But wait until you have more years fall upon you, and you will see what a shell your heart will become.
Do you have any idea why he spared her?
Perhaps he is bound to her, as I am bound to you. If so, there may be a death served by hers. You must be prepared to sacrifice the blinded one. Perhaps...
Same thing there. How did he destroy her homeworld?
It is a technique that is almost as old as the Sith themselves. It is a means of severing connections between life, the Force, and feeding upon the death it causes. It cannot be taught. It can only be gained through instinct, through experiencing its effects firsthand.
And he used it to kill an entire planet.
Yes, and he fed upon its destruction. It will sustain him for a time.
I don't understand how he hasn't conquered the galaxy with that kind of power. Wait, should I say that? 1 or 2? I'll say 2 first.
Because it is not something that can ever truly be controlled, and it leaves nothing to conquer in its wake. And it rules him, not the other way around. It has its own will, its own instincts.
How could anyone have that kind of power?
Power? Do you think so? You would be wrong. There is no strength in the hunger he possesses, and the will behind his power is a primal thing. And it devours him as he devours others. His mere presence kills all around him, slowly feeding him. He is already dead. It is simply a question of how many he kills before he falls.
What kind of power is impossible? How is he able to perform such slaughter? His power is difficult to believe. Well, I won't say that to Kreia. How is he able to perform such slaughter?
Nothing is impossible with the Force. It is an energy that flows through all living things. And like energy, it may be harnessed, channeled, and consumed at times. It may even be a substance that can burn and ignite. Do not think of his power as one would a weapon, or one of your warships of the Republic. It is terrible, but it is still a subtle thing. The sect of assassins that chase you feed on the Force. What he does is simply the pinnacle of what they could achieve in time. And that is why they and their techniques must be wiped out. No one again must experience and learn what her master did.
How are they able to drain the Force?
As much as one may use the Force to bolster the wills and strengths of others, the reverse is possible, though not often used. Instead of sending one's will through connections in the Force, instead such connections are drawn upon, fed upon, and drained completely.
But all life is touched by the Force.
Then you understand how terrible such a power is, and why it must be ended. It is an empty road to the dark side, and by traveling it, the price is death before one's time. He is a breach in the Force, capable of consuming the lives of those around him. Sometimes the touch is slow, as it is with his crew.
So he feeds on Force sensitives?
It is not something he can direct or focus, much like hunger itself. He is more of a hole in the Force than a living thing. Force sensitives and worlds rich in the Force draw him. The Miraluka world was one such place.
Yeah, makes sense.
That is why where the Jedi gather, Jedi will die. He will feel it, unless they mask their presence. But Katar called out as a beacon to him, and he could not resist it.
That's what I said.
And he cares nothing for the Sith, or its teachings, or the Jedi. And when the Jedi are dead, he will feed on the galaxy, the Republic, and eventually consume the Sith as well. There is no future in the empty galaxy he sees, and that is why he must be stopped. The breach must be sealed before his power grows beyond what even we can hope to stop.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said when we talked to Visas and talked about her homeworld and all that stuff. Okay, so there's nothing else to talk in here with about them.
Ask, and I will answer.
Let me see. We already asked about Revan. I know we've basically asked everything here except the crystal, I believe. Yeah, how come Atris and other Jedi Masters mentioned you? I've already asked that. I'll ask about the crystal then.
That crystal is bonded to you. Through you, it acquires its character and strength. And through it, your power is enhanced. Most interesting. Your crystal does not perfectly reflect your current self. Remove it from your lightsaber, then ask me about it again. Is there something else you wished?
Yeah, let's do that then. I'll be going now. Remove it from your lightsaber. Okay. Yeah, and I guess we'll go ahead and ask her about, stuck here for some reason. Was it a visible, ghost on the ship? Must be one of the people that died on here when Davik had his, coke party. Wisdom, attune? She said take it out, so I'll take it out, I guess. To upgrade item. Double-bladed lightsaber. Zara Smithson crystal. Take it out. Come back and take it to her. But yeah, I guess this is the point where we can ask her about the lightsaber techniques, if there's any more lessons. But we're pretty much done talking with Kreia, I think. Let's see what she says about the crystal.
Yes.
Could you tell me about...
Ask.
Yeah, that's on the same page as this one, so...
That crystal is bonded to you. Through you, it... Let me focus on the crystal for a moment.
Yeah.
There. Now it is fully in tune with you again. Is there something else?
I probably could have done this at the workbench as well. Items received, items lost. I probably, like I said, I probably could have done this on my own. It's probably the same thing, but I figured I would just ask her about it. Like, attune. It's already attuned to you. Probably a better time to check it out then. Dark crystal is bound. Maybe I wasn't dark side before or something. Lens. Bolt deflection, -2. And I haven't really messed around with building things. I probably should. Workbench stuff. We should probably really focus on that. Like having Bayodur make all this stuff. Find a workbench and have him use it. Let me see.
Yes.
I want you to teach me about the Force. I want to learn about lightsaber combat. Let's do that.
That is something we will leave until we possess a lightsaber.
You need to find a lightsaber. I already do. Wait, what? Order 2. Kreia, you need to find a lightsaber when I already have one. Training bug. Not working restored content mod. A cheat. Thesis needs 2 and you need 1, I believe. It might be the other way around. Thesis needs 1 and you need 2, or at least 1 equipped and 1 in inventory. Okay. Hopefully there's no more cutscenes when I enter the Ebon Hawk. But let's go ahead and do it real fast. I'll unequip those lightsabers and do that, because apparently you need more than 1. So it would have to be Visas? I don't think Bayodur has it, but I gotta pull out Handmaiden real fast to learn about all this stuff. What's the party swap? I don't think we even gave Bayodur a lightsaber yet. Replace Bayodur. Spawning Handmaiden. Let's see. Visas does not have one. Yeah, she has them all. Basically. So apparently Visas needs a lightsaber. Give her the red one, and then I keep this one in my inventory. We'll try that out and see. Characters are super cool, though. Damn, man.
Yes?
Yo, wait a minute. Want to do something for science. Can she wear the dancer's outfit? She cannot. Boo. I wanted to see what Visas looks like. Okay. Hopefully there's no cutscenes in here when I re-enter the ship. But if there is, then we watch. God damn it.
Of course. It would be my pleasure.
Meditation envy?
Why don't you go sit on a rocket?
Calm down. What is your problem?
I don't want to talk about it.
Alright, you know, Atton, sometimes it's no wonder you can't figure yourself out the way you lie to yourself all the time. I've hunted a lot of people in my line of work, but I never met someone who wants to get lost more than you do. I've got a pretty good idea why, but not the whole picture. I will, though. My advice? Come clean before I find out.
That guy, I don't trust him.
I do. I mean, he's alright, I guess. He's like someone who watches too many holovids. Or teaches them.
Yeah, you're right. He's boring.
Yeah, and that puts him a few ranks up the ladder from you.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm not boring.
No, you're more like a shifty, lying idiot with a tendency to complain about every little thing and offer only small bits of helpful advice if pressured.
Disciple's like, huh?
He'd get beaten to death on Nar Shaddaa almost as soon as he landed, though.
Oh, that's good to hear. Thought I had some competition there.
Oh, well, it's not really a competition. I mean, you're kind of an idiot, Atton, and you don't shower enough, and you scratch your equipment when you think no one's looking.
Uh-oh.
Don't take it too hard, though. That still makes you better than most people I've met on Nar Shaddaa.
Thanks.
And stop watching her. She's got enough problems.
Okay, that was well worth it. That was funny. What's going on between these two?
Why are you here?
Because I told him everything.
Ah.
Oh.
And now you are free.
Yeah, so no more threats, no more of your requests. You and me, we're done.
Did you ever think I truly held you? You're more of a fool than I thought. What truly held you was you, and let me show you why. I once held the galaxy by the throat, as you once held her by the throat, and let her die slowly. And your emotion at that point is what you fear. I wielded power like you cannot imagine. Everything I saw was awash with possibilities, spreading outwards, touching everything else. I saw all of that, all that the Force is. And only when it was ripped from me did I truly see it. And I know what lies buried within you, that you hide with your desperate thoughts, your guilt, your lusts. I can unlock that part of you anytime I wish. It is a simple thing, the human mind. Once it feels something strongly, it becomes etched in the memory, the subconscious. Shall I show you? That part of you that hungered to kill Jedi, that took pleasure from it? Or perhaps you will continue to listen to my counsel, and I shall ignore your pathetic attempts at freedom. Now leave me, murderer. I have nothing further to say to one such as you.
Dang. That burn, though, dude. That was crazy. I like how now that we have the insight, because back when, early on in the game, when Kreia and Atton were like prisoners, where was it at? On Telos, the secret academy. And Kreia found out the information about Atton's past, about him being a Jedi killer and all that sort of stuff. And then, you know, not knowing that context or anything like that until just now when we talked to Atton and made him into a Jedi. Now it makes sense with what she's saying and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. Kind of referencing some of that stuff there. Okay, let's see if the training works now.
Yes. Have you come with questions?
Lightsaber combat.
That is something we will leave until we possess a...
You need to have 2 single-handed lightsabers available. One for yourself and one for Visas. Okay. Well, now that the game tells me that. So then I gotta take off my 2-hander. And put this one on. So now this should work. Check out lightsaber training,
yes.
dude.
That is something we will leave until we possess a lightsaber.
You need to find a lightsaber. It said I needed one for Visas and one for myself. Or do I need 2 single-handers? Maybe I need 2 single-handers. Kreia, you need to find a lightsaber. What did this one say? I think you need 2 in your hands and 1 in Visas. That's how I got it to work. Not that you really get anything for it. Oh, that kind of sucks. 2 lightsabers yourself and 1 for Visas. Okay. Alright. That's fine, I guess. Take that off. We'll get more along the way, I'm pretty sure. Like, if we don't get any on Onderon, we'll definitely get some in Korriban, I bet. 100%. I can't wait to go there, dude. Okay.
Yes.
Last thing we need to do with Kreia then is any more Force lessons?
Very well. What is it that drives you?
What is it that drives you? Okay. This bond we share, I would know more about it.
I confess its nature eludes me as well, but the bond is strong. and its roots run deep.
I think this is
It seems
just...
that at times of stress and pain, if they catch us
I think this is just going to
unawares,
explain our
then the
force
pain is
bonds,
transmitted between us.
which we've already asked.
When battle is upon us, I
Is there no
suspect
more
our
lessons
minds are
for
prepared
this?
enough to shield each other from the pain. I think we shall not have a repeat incident of what happened at Paragus.
At Paragus. Does this have any advantages?
It seems the Force flows easily between us. When one of us manipulates the Force to heal or strengthen ourselves, the other is aided as well.
Yeah, I already know about that.
A powerful technique in...
What about when we fight our journey? I want you to teach me more about the Force.
Very well.
I think we're done. I want to know about Force forms, maybe? Because we can't do lightsaber, the companion thing, like an echo. I think we've already asked these, or have these. Wish to know about force forms?
Very well. Of which did you wish instruction?
Let's do something random, like affinity one.
Helpful, especially in tandem with other Force techniques. This one opens you to the Force, allowing you to recover your strength with the Force rapidly in combat.
Okay. Force forms?
Very well.
The one that allows me to focus the force?
It allows you to recover your strength with the Force more quickly, and it lends strength to your Force powers. It has no other drawbacks. Such a form is a gift, preferred of the Jedi consulars, and effective in combats where you must fight only through the Force. Very well.
Potency?
With this form, your use of the Force will have more damaging effects, but it will drain you as well. Effective, but only if conventional means are having no effect.
Okay.
Ask.
Pretty much it then. Other than the Jedi, like the lightsaber things, we don't really need to do anything. I'm gonna go through these real quick. Okay.